So in an attempt to use the same cellular PVC that I built the decking system for the Jeep with, I'm in the midst of tracing out and making all the panels to build a insulated box, or an insulated box, for the Alpacool cooler. I've got some of the insulation stuff there and the cooler there. My garage is getting jam-packed. I have a lot of projects going on. I just switched out the microwave in the house and a lot of stuff that needs to be organized. As you can see, I'm kind of a jam packer when it comes to capitalizing on the space in the garage. So while I was working on this, I was really annoyed having to kneel all the time on the floor. Concrete's just not that forgiving. So I've had this fold up and locking desk or extension of workspace in the garage for a couple of years now. And this thing has worked tremendously. I love this. I use this all the time. And this is where I put all my tools out when I'm doing any projects. It's easy to clean. It's super cheap material to build it out of. So I like that. And I actually built it so that I could use this surface here as a drafting desk, which folds down and rests on here and gives me a good slope so I can do all my drawings and stuff on that here in the garage. But it isn't quite big enough to work on large things. And I have a chop saw that I wasn't getting to use except for on the ground as well. So I added these. These are two more of this exact same fold up style bench. This one still needs a little bit of love to make those wires pinched into a nice little holder for them. But that's one side. And then this one will have a fold out leg to hold the extra weight of this corner. I've put about 60 pounds on it and it's held that fine, even way out here with just the holder there. But what it does is gives me a huge surface area to work on in the garage, and it comes out this way so I can cut things and use that surface for the extended or long arm of what I'm cutting. I'm gonna make a little fold out from here, a couple of pieces that fold out and give it legs onto the ground, and we'll have a little mounting station here for the chop saw so that when I'm doing stuff that's longer or bigger, some of the projects I have down my pipeline here, like this, it'll be easier to work with. But I added these guys, and I had this shop vac for quite some time now, and decided to kind of hard mount it to the wall and use some PVC. It's got the hose up there, which I just have capped off, and if I want to use that, I just have to leave this section of it closed, and then I can just vacuum out the Jeep with that, which I had used it for up until this point. And I have this, which is just a makeshift cap, and I made this out of PVC that I had in the garage. So there's some ad hoc DIY stuff going on there. But what it does is this just caps off this and gives me a place that I can brush all the dust from the surface into the vacuum when this is closed. And then if I wanted to plug this and then open this, I have a sweep to on the floor, which just pushes everything that I'm making a mess with in the garage up into the shop vac. But yeah, these are pretty easy little fold up arms, just some 2x4s. I think it used 10 2x and one piece of melamine or whatever this is called. I can't remember. It's the plastic coated particle board. One of them was really twisted, which I was kind of mad about, but you know, I tried to pick all good ones. It's just got on each arm, it's got 4 hinges on each side rather. So you get the 3 little ones that have to be the size of the 2x, the 3-inch hinges, and then these 3.5-inch hinges on the wall side. And you just brace them together, and if I'm under it, you can kind of see what happens when you push that back. That folds against the wall, like so, and then this arm tucks into the top there, and this one wants to bounce out a little bit, but I'll tie it in. That one sits flat, and so does the other. But that's an easy way to have tons of space in your garage when these are up. Gives me room to park the big white school bus, which is in the driveway right now, but it stays in the garage every night, and that gives me a lot more space to work in for all the future and upcoming projects. It's just the update for today.